Happy Halloween from around the corner and around the world. I'm Dan Mirade, along with the modern-day Daddy Warbucks himself, the president of the Millennium Wrestling Federation, Mr. John Cena Sr.
Always a pleasure, fans. Always a pleasure, Dan. It's Halloween. It's trick-or-treat night. Everybody's out having a great time. Everybody's dressed in a costume except for you, Dan. What are you trying to think of something?
No, this is my costume. I am a Red Sox fan waiting for next year's tremendous blow-away American League East division winning season for the Boston Red Sox.
Another story for another time, as you'd say.
President Halloween, we had already announced it. VIP Gold, VIP Ultra packages are on sale for MWF Road to the Gold, Saturday, January the 8th, from the historic Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts, right down the street from where we are now. Click on the link. It'll give you all the information, all the perks that come with being a VIP, special pricing you get for autographs and photos that are all inclusive in these VIP packages. Individual tickets to the event, if you do not want the autograph and photo plethora package that comes with it, those will go on sale Thanksgiving. But President, you cannot argue that they are the best value in professional wrestling. 8 autographs, 8 posed photos, admission to a tremendous event. You have WWE superstars, TNA superstars. This is where the athletes of yesterday, today, and tomorrow come together in one place, and I think we're going to blow the roof off of Memorial Hall January 8th.
No question about it. Great talent, great show, full of surprises, but the best deal in professional wrestling is right here at the MWF.
All right, wrestling fans, again, click on the live events link. That'll bring you right to Road to the Gold. And when you see what you're going to get for a VIP package starting at just $45, again, without a doubt, the best value in professional wrestling. And fans that were in attendance today at the WWE SmackDown event at the Fleet Center, they received special promotional material as they were walking in the door. The news is spreading. BostonWrestling.com is on fire, and that's what we love here in the MWF. However, one thing that everyone should be interested in, one thing that everyone should be standing up for, is this Tuesday, and as you'll also find here on the super site, you and the Iron Sheik have a special message for the fans.
Definitely have a special message. November the 2nd, an important day, a First Amendment right. The right you've been given to vote. But more importantly, stand up for your candidate, but also don't forget to stand up for the WWE.
Well, click the link, MWF Newsline to my left. You'll hear it from John Cena Sr. and the Iron Sheik themselves. What about on the main page? We have a special Halloween greeting from the one, the only WWE superstar, the Boogeyman.
Let me tell you something. Just doing an interview with the Boogeyman is scary enough. Wait until you see the greeting for Halloween. Ha! If that doesn't make your skin crawl, Freddy Krueger, back to the graveyard.
If you checked out my Inside the MWF column, fans has been asking about the release of the Boogeyman Studio Shoot Interview DVD. It certainly will be available for the holidays. It could be available as soon as next week. And you want to talk about next week? What a Sunday it is going to be as we emanate live from the Bell Time Club in Everett, Massachusetts for End Game. Special 5:30 p.m. kickoff. 2 tremendous matches, President, you have signed for this event as we return to Everett.
Everett, Massachusetts, the Bell Time Club. 2 huge matches. What are those matches going to be, Mr. Mirade?
I mean, you could have seen these at the Fleet Center today, and quality-wise, they would have been on par. You're talking about MWF Heavyweight Champion Slick Wagner Brown of John Bradshaw Layfield's Uprising defends the MWF Championship against the Ring of Honor TV champion, Die Hard Eddie Edwards.
Well, you know, no love lost between myself and Slick Wagner Brown. I have the utmost respect for Brown. I have the utmost respect for Eddie Edwards. You know, if I would have put my money on somebody, how about if I put my money on Eddie Edwards? Nothing against you, Brown. It's just I think that, well, we'll see what happens.
So you say when we come back to MWF Studios next Sunday, we're going to be here to announce a new champion.
I don't know what's going to happen there. All I'm saying is this. I certainly hope that Eddie Edwards, who I have a lot of faith in, have seen him work 1,000 times, I personally feel that Edwards is ready to take out Brown.
What about for the first time anywhere in the world, a singles matchup between the Hurricane John Walters and the $1 million investment Tommaso Ciampa?
I worked hard to put that match together. You have two, in my opinion, two of the top athletes that I've seen in the indie circuits. John Walters is a man, no offense to Dean Malenko, a man of 1,000 holes. Every time I work with this young man, every time I manage this young man, he comes up with a surprise. Where he gets them from, I have no idea. And you have Tommaso Ciampa. Not Ciampa, Ciampa. Because you know what I think of Ciampa. Blindsides me,
the man
kicks
you
me.
brought to the MWF.
I brought him in here when Johnny Fabulous, John Cena Sr. was a different person. Ciampa was supposed to watch my back, not kick my ass. So Ciampa, you belong to JBL's faction, one of Dan Mirade's Brown Nose Club members. You know what? I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on this one, too. John Walters is going to take you and make you chopped liver. My money is on John Walters.
Fans, the only way to find out is to be there live this coming Sunday, November the 7th. Special 5:30 p.m. bell time. No pun intended at the Bell Time Club. You don't have to worry about missing the New England Patriots. The WWE Survivor Series is We're in Everett, both November 7th and 28th this month. We have a special deal that once again you put together that just blows the fans' mind. Admission to both events is only $15, and you get an autographed Daniel Bryan event poster on top of it. The poster itself is worth more than $15.
Poster itself today, because of the stature of Bryan, because of his up-and-coming future in the WWE, has got to be worth, in my opinion, at least $100, $150. So you know what? A $15 investment to receive something that very few people will ever have in their hands, to me is definitely, what do I always say? It's worth the price of admission.
And you get admission to two tremendous live events.
It's a doubleheader. You and the Red Sox. It's a doubleheader. You can't strike out on this one, Dan.
You want to talk about hitting a home run? What about the Millennium Wrestling Federation debut in the great state of North Carolina? We're less than 2 weeks away now. Saturday, November the 13th, from the Pembroke Middle School in Pembroke, North Carolina, as we work to help out the Pembroke Fire and Rescue Department. It's going to be a tremendous night as we crown the first MWF 7 champion, and I understand from you, President, it can only be defended south of the Mason-Dixon line.
That is correct. When that champion is crowned, there is no place else that belt will be defended but, as you say, south of the Mason-Dixon line. I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic about being present at this show. I can't wait to get down and greet all my fans in North Carolina. And you know, if I may, we even threw them a bonus.
What was that?
Well, FWW is going to make their first appearance down there in North Carolina. What do you think?
With everything going on at that event, the one thing you want to talk about are the fabulous women of wrestling coming to North Carolina.
Let me tell you, I think, and I'm sorry to say that you're prejudiced, but you know what?
I have no prejudice against women.
Yes, you do. I think that you, along with many others, underestimate the ability and the talent of the young female wrestlers that work today. And I tell you what, I promise the fans in North Carolina, they are going to see one hell of a woman's match. And I want you, when it's over and done with, to eat your words and buy me supper. Another story for another time.
That wouldn't even feed that appetite. Will Jive and Jenna Coofer be in North Carolina to sing America the Beautiful?
Jive and Jenna will not be in North Carolina, I'm sorry to say. She has a very gorgeous voice. She's a very talented individual.
She's busy in Chi-Town?
She is busy in Chi-Town, and I understand that the promoter down there in North Carolina has put together some surprises and his own musical rendition of our national anthem.
Well, maybe the return of Quincy. Who knows? But what about this, President? WWE superstar. Just when we thought when we were done with this slob, Paul Bearer is coming to North Carolina, along with Dylan Cage.
Well, first of all, derogatory remarks solve no problems. I don't consider Paul Bearer to be a slob.
He's a swine. I apologize.
Thank you. I don't even consider him to be a swine. That's degrading to all the pigs of the world. I think that Paul Bearer is probably one of the smartest managers in the history of professional wrestling.
Manager of the world champion Kane.
Listen, that's more than you are. And plus, what did he do? He made sure that The Undertaker was buried. Now look, don't get me wrong. There's no love lost between Paul Bearer and myself. I'm sure he'd like to kick my butt, and I'm sure I'd like to get in the ring and try to kick his butt. We don't need to do that. It'll be brain against brain. Bearer is a genius. Dylan Cage is a dangerous man. You know what, Dan? This could be a very dangerous situation for both of us.
Well, we'll find out what happens in less than 2 weeks' time. President Cena will also have that raffle for a special Kane hand-signed Money in the Bank plaque that includes a piece of the ladder. So much more we could dive into if you check out the BostonWrestling.com super site. News and notes from your trip to TGI Fridays restaurant in Braintree this past week. You and the Iron Sheik were there to help to make a wish fundraiser. Everett, North Carolina, Road to the Gold tickets are on sale. Boogeyman DVD is coming. Boogeyman Halloween greetings. There's not much more I can add to that present, other than it was certainly not a treat, yet a trick to see you on this Halloween.
Dan, I wish I could take that as a compliment, but coming from your mouth, it definitely has been a trick, and it's never a treat when I have to sit at the same desk with you. And you know what? Take off the hat, pull off the mask, and be who you are. Nothing.
All right, fans, that's about it on this fine Halloween. Hope everyone was safe. And one thing I think we can both agree on, no matter what you do, no matter where you are, stand up for WWE.
Definitely.